Hey Pisces, welcome to the Jupiter Child. My name is Andy, and this is going to be your February 2023 reading. This will apply for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Cross watchers are not welcome, but y'all will stay if y'all want to, but you're not welcome. I hope that y'all are doing well. I hope that you had a good January, and let's go ahead and get into your reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so some of it may resonate, some of it may not. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Just tell yourself that the messages that don't resonate are intended for another Pisces that is watching, okay? If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the information to do so is in the description box down below. And let's see. We have 6th Chakra Archangel Metatron. Okay, so some of you, your third eye is being activated this month. In the month of February, you are having third eye activations, okay? So a lot of you are coming into psychic abilities. So you could be coming into clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairaudience, clairsentience, any clair, I guess, clairolfactory, which is, someone told me that the other day, which sometimes I feel like I have, because there are sometimes where I smell things that are just like not in the room when I'm like receiving a message. Anyways, yeah, I feel like you guys could be coming into your psychic abilities, psychic gifts. Those things could become awakened or heightened this month. I feel like for most of you, it's an awakening of. Although I would say that any water sign is normally going to be an intuitive sign. I feel that, and you guys already probably are very intuitive. This is like the month where like you become aware of what it is, of like what your psychic specific gift is, like that niche, that specific clair. Like, is it clairvoyance? Is it clairaudience? Is it clairsentience? Is it claircognizance? And I feel like for most of you, it's definitely clairvoyance. So psychic sight, a lot of you are having really vivid dreams, or you're having visions, or messages are coming to you, like certain images or visuals are popping into your head. You could be someone that references movies or TV shows a lot. Like you're talking to someone and like you're trying to tell them something, and the example that comes to mind is like a scene from a movie, like, oh, it's kind of like that one movie where this guy does this and blah blah blah. And they're like, what? Like, why did you think of that? Like, I don't know, it just popped in my head. It's like that's your clairvoyance working through you. I'm not so sure about clairaudience. I'm not so sure about clairolfactory for you guys. Claircognizance for some of you, or clairsentience, so psychic feel or psychic knowing. So some of you guys just know things. Some of you guys feel things really, really strongly. Actually, I take it back. I don't know if I just said that clairaudience I don't really hear for you guys. I literally just heard spirits say they hear the whispers. So if which might, that I feel like the way they said it sounded so creepy, sounded so scary, but it's just like you guys might be hearing whispers in your ears. Like as if like someone says something. It's like, when someone, like, if this has actually happened to you, or if this happens to you a lot, this is spirit literally talking to you and you think it's someone in the room. If you're in the room with people and you'll like hear someone say something, you're like, what'd you say? And they're like, I didn't say anything. And you're like, you swear up and down that you heard someone say something, and they're like the only person in the room, and you're like, okay, whatever, like, and you just think they're playing a prank you. That is literally spirit talking in the room, okay? And you thought it was the other person in your room. I'm getting that sometimes this happens when you're alone, but I think that you play it off as you're either imagining things, or it's like your own inner dialogue, your own inner voice. Which actually, I don't know if this is 100% true, but I read the other day, by the other day I mean like 2 years ago. Time is so whack in my head, but yeah, like 2 years ago, I guess, or like whatever that was. I read this thing that said that not everyone has inner dialogue. Like, when you think, do you think in your voice? Like, are you narrating what you're saying and what you're doing, or no? Because apparently some people don't, and I thought everyone did. And that's really, like, how does that work if you don't? Like, what? That is wild to me. But anyways, you may be someone that has inner dialogue, like you narrate things, or you can hear you hear your thoughts, and you hear words, and you like kind of narrate what you're doing. I'm getting that when this does happen, if you are alone, you kind of play it off as that. Like, you like tell yourself in your head, like, girl, like, you're going crazy. You're like, whatever, you know, like you play it off as if it's your own like thought that you like said something, like your own mental, I don't know, void, like you're speaking into your own mental void, and you thought that it was like a random voice, but it really was like your own inner voice, if that makes sense. Like some of you try to make that excuse, but it's not. It's like spirit is literally talking to you, because I heard them say they hear the whispers. So like maybe you're not able to make out at this time what those whispers are saying, but you hear them. You hear whispers, and that is spirit talking to you, okay? And the more you hone in and strengthen your clairaudience, and the more you pay attention to it, just by paying attention to it more, it becomes stronger. But there are exercises to strengthen your psychic abilities. There is a book that I read that initially helped me a lot figure out that I was claircognizance, or that claircognizance was my main clair, my strongest to this day. It's Psychic Intelligence by the Psychic Twins. I think that's pretty much what they're called. I don't know their specific names. It's like Linda and something, I think. I want to say one of their names is Linda, and I feel so bad if it's not. But I'm pretty sure they go by the Psychic Twins. And I think they have a YouTube channel, but they have a lot of free information online, and they have a lot of books. I've only read one of them, and it's Psychic Intelligence, and it tells you a lot about the different clairs. They talk a lot about like their experience as psychics, how they got into it, what's helped them, and they actually have like exercises throughout the book that help you strengthen, like things to practice, like meditations to do. And I actually did a lot of it, and that's what helped me realize that I was primarily claircognizance. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more information. I wanted to grab this one, and I don't know why I have not been using this one, so maybe there's something specific that will come out for y'all. For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, the Two of Cups, what else? The Nine of Wands, sorry, not swords. Nine of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles. And the Three of Swords in reverse. Whew. Lots of strong, prominent energy through your reading today. So again, we already have this activation of your psychic gifts or your psychic abilities this month, this awakening of them. I really do think for most of you it's an awakening. If some of you are like, I already know what my psychic gifts are, I'm already aware of this, then it just means that this month will be like a boost or like a strengthening of those gifts, okay? For those of you that are already aware, I do feel that most of you are becoming or stepping into this awareness this month, okay? With the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Eight of Cups, and the Two of Cups, and the Three of Swords, and everything basically here, I do see that there is a relationship that you may have been focused on, or that you were really focused on, or that you were working really, really hard towards either building, rebuilding, or strengthening, or reinforcing a relationship. This Queen of Swords person, I don't think this is you. This is an older feminine energy person. I don't feel that they're inherently like as old as I normally would see the Queen of Swords, like 30, 35 plus. They could be younger than 30 years old, but they're very mature, or most of the time they're very mature. And this is someone that you are close with, were close with. I feel like right now you're not talking. This person's not talking. This person's like iced you out. Like you're in an ice box. Like this, you've been iced out completely. This person's giving you like the coldest. Like you know how people say they're giving me the cold shoulder, like ignoring me, or whatever. This person's giving you fucking freezing, ice cold, dry ice, sub-zero, freezing cold shoulder. Like I feel like this person is giving you such an intense cold shoulder where like it makes you feel like you don't even exist in their life anymore. Like this could be someone that you were like best friends with one day, and then one day it's like you mean like nothing to them. It doesn't mean that that's true, Pisces, but you feel that way. You feel like this person literally could give less of a shit about you, okay? You feel like maybe this person has moved on. Maybe they have. I don't know that they haven't, but I feel like you feel that they've moved on, they've walked away. And I feel like you have a lot of love and a lot of care for this person. You still see this person as like a best friend or a lover or a soulmate. You do really have a lot of deep love and deep care for this person. With the Two of Cups being here, I also see that this person does have a lot of love and care for you as well, because this is a very reciprocated energy with the Two of Cups. Like, it's like, I give you this, you give me this. So it's like a I love you, and then the other person's like, I also love you. Like, I love you too. It's a very reciprocated energy. So I do feel this person does care about you. I think that you're just and it's not to say that they're not giving you the cold shoulder. They are. But it doesn't mean that they forgot about you. It doesn't mean they don't give a shit about you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they've done this, but it's definitely caused you a lot of pain. I feel like it's definitely hurt you that they've done this. I feel like you're either currently and actively working on this to like rebuild it, to reconnect with this person. Maybe you've reached out, maybe you've tried on your end, because I don't think on their end they've really tried. They're ignoring you completely. They are not talking to you. And I feel like with this is the kind of person that it's like, if they're not talking to you, you should not be talking to them. Like, that's the energy it gives. So I'm sorry to say that, especially for those of you that have been trying to fix this and like rekindle this. If you have been reaching out, like maybe some of you have been messaging this person and they are not messaging you back, or not replying, or not really trying or wanting to converse with you. That's why. It's because like this is the kind of person that's like, if I'm not talking to you, don't fucking talk to me, because like you can, but I'm not gonna reply. So it's like this person is like, this person, I think they're really, and it's funny because they're coming out as the Queen of Swords. I feel like this person is emotionally mature most of the time, but I feel like when it comes to conflict, this person's way of handling conflict is like to shut down. And this could come from an emotion, a mature place, meaning like they understand that they're not in the right mindset to handle this conversation. So instead of like talking and getting upset and getting angry and being rude, they just choose to disconnect completely until they're in the right place to like approach the conversation. Or this is someone that like, which I feel like it's more of that, but it could be someone that like they just don't know how to handle conflict at all, period, and they just shut down completely when conflict arises. And they kind of just wait for the storm to pass, like for time to go on, and then they'll come back. um, this could also be a free-spirited person. We do have Swords energy, so it could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Out of all those signs, probably most likely it would be a Gemini or a Libra. But it could also be like a more free-spirited sign, like Sag, or I could also be another Pisces. Could be a Taurus as well. I'm getting, okay. It could be one of those signs as well. But yeah, and then Three of Swords in reverse. So I feel like, you know, whatever it is that's going through, whatever emotional turmoil you're going through, whatever you're suffering, I feel like you've been through a lot with this person. Part of it being like maybe you grew up with this person, or you've like spent a lot of your life with this person, and it's just like that's why it hurts. But also for some of you, maybe a majority or a lot of the time that you've spent with this person, like it has been hard. Do you know what I'm saying? Like maybe this is someone that's hard for you to be connected with. Like it causes you a lot of pain to be in this connection. I'm not seeing or feeling that this person is toxic. I'm just saying that like you being connected with this person, like there's a lot of heartbreak in this relationship dynamic. And I feel like it takes a lot of work to keep it afloat. And I feel like you carry that burden, Pisces. I feel like you do a lot of that. Like you carry a lot of the buttload of that weight. Like you carry a lot of that responsibility to keep the ship afloat, keep everything running, keep the relationship going. And maybe that's why you feel really crushed right now, because it's like you constantly work really hard to keep this connection alive and keep this relationship going. And then something happens, big or small, I don't know, and this person like literally does not give you the time of day at all. So like that's hurtful, you know what I'm saying? Because you're like, I put so much time and energy into maintaining this relationship with you, and then you just like ignore me, like give me the cold fucking shoulder. Like, okay. So I feel like definitely causes a lot of pain for you. And I think that you will be coming out of this soon in the near future for sure, okay? I'm going to pull one from the regular angel, one from the romance angels, because this could be a love connection. I don't really feel anything inherently romantic here. The Two of Cups is present, but it doesn't really feel romantic. It feels like a soulmate, but this could be like a brother, a sister, or like a friend, a family member. Someone you're really close. It could be like your best friend or something like that too. We have confidence. Moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy. I hope I'm saying that. Your courage and faith. So this is Spirit's way of saying that if you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel right now, which I feel like you don't, I feel like you're very much like in your feelings, in your despair. Like, this person doesn't give a shit about me. They're never gonna talk to me again. They're never gonna reach out to me again. We're never gonna have what we had at one point in our lives again. You know, we're never gonna be as close as we were again. I feel like you're just really like in a you've lost hope in this situation kind of vibe. Like, have faith. Pray if you feel, you know, that you're not safe, and just understand that everything happens for a reason, and God and your angels and the universe are watching over this situation. Everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. So unfortunately, you know, like, it's kind of shitty that this is happening this way, but it's supposed to happen for a reason, okay? And this could be happening to highlight something for you, and I think probably, yeah, but it's probably also highlighting something for this other person, you know? Maybe this is highlighting to them that they need to, you know, figure out a different way of handling conflict. If they struggle with handling conflict, if they shut down and ghost and don't talk, maybe they need to find a healthier coping mechanism. And it could be as simple as like, hey, I'm really emotional, I'm going through a lot, and I want to talk about this eventually, but I'm just not in the headspace to do it. Because like I said, some of them like are doing this, but they just didn't tell you that they're doing this, okay? But and that it would be more mature of them if they did, you know. So let me go ahead and pull a card from the Romance Angels for those of you that are dealing with a romantic connection. We have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So if this person is making it crystal fucking clear that they want space, like they're ghosting you, maybe they blocked you, they're not responding to your texts, your calls, they don't want to talk, they obviously do not want to talk, don't go chasing after them. Don't message them every day. Don't ask them how they're doing. Don't call them. It's like, this is the kind of person that's like, you have to give them space, and they will reach. I already said this. They will reach out to you. They will talk to you when they're ready. Okay. So you going after them kind of just makes them feel, it either makes them feel worse, or it makes them like not want to talk to you more. Either one of those two. Okay. Which that is childish. Okay. I will say that is childish, but that's just how they are. And it's like they will be more enticed to come towards you, and they will come towards you sooner the more space you give them. The more you leave them alone, the more likely it is that they will reach out. The more likely, the sooner that they will reach out as well, okay? This is the fun part of the reading, Pisces. You get to ask Spirit a question. So right now, whatever you pray to, God, angels, spirit guides, the universe, energy, matter, whatever, okay? Whatever you believe in, go ahead and call them by name. So God, spirit, angels, ask them one singular question, and one singular question only. It doesn't have to be a yes or no question. It could be any question that you would like to ask the higher powers that protect you and watch over you right now. And I will channel them and get a message for you or answer for you, okay? One question only, Pisces. Don't ask more than one question, okay? If you need more time to formulate your question, go ahead and pause the video, meditate on it a little bit, think about your question over and over again, and then ask it. Say it out loud when you ask. Make sure you do that, okay? Alrighty, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, what is the answer to their question? The question they're asking right now. What is the answer to the question they're asking right now? The answer to your question, Pisces, is get more information. So Spirit is saying that you need more information on this situation before. This card is always extremely representative to me of there's a bigger picture, there's more going on behind the scenes than you're aware of. So maybe this person has a bigger, maybe this person, there's a different reason why this person's not talking to you versus what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you got in a fight and this person stopped talking to you, but there's like something else that's going on that's preventing them from talking to you, or that's keeping them from talking to you, okay? So you definitely don't know the whole story. There's more information to be had, but I feel that this person will tell you in due time, okay? So don't jump to conclusions. Don't judge this person too harshly, I'm kind of getting. Because like I said, this person does care about you. That's clear with the Two of Cups. Like, you both care about each other. So don't think for a second, Pisces, that this person has forgotten you, that this person doesn't give a shit about you. They do, okay? You guys, I feel that there's a mutual love between the both of you. There could just be something else going on in their life that keeps them from you, or that is making them behave in this way, okay? I do feel that they will reach out to you when they're ready. Just give them space, give them time, and they will probably, without you even asking, they will just tell you all this, like, whatever this extra information is that you don't know yet, okay? Alrighty, Pisces, that is it for your reading. If it resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. You guys can find me on Instagram and TikTok at TheJupiterChild. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, the information to do so is going to be in the description box down below. Anything else you need, comment or email me and we can discuss further. I was going to say something else, but I forgot. Oh, if you think that your friends will be interested in this reading, feel free to share to them their personal zodiac sign reading for the month of February, or just send them over to my channel. The more the merrier. And I think that is it. Also, oh my god, I forgot to do it in another reading. Wait, before you leave. Something new that I actually started doing last month, but I forgot to say, is whichever video of the 12 signs for the month gets the most views by the end of the month, I will do a bonus reading. So for January, it was Aries. So Aries got a bonus reading towards the end of the month. And if this video is the most viewed by the end of the month on my channel, out of all the other signs, I will give you guys a bonus reading. So if you have Pisces friends and you want that bonus reading, you better send this to your Pisces friends, or just watch this over and over and over again. Bump the views up, okay? I think that is finally it. I wish you the best of luck. Stay blessed, stay safe, stay happy, and I will see you the next month. Bye, Pisces.